In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I made $500 on Upwork using AI with a brand new account and zero job history. Listen, everyone's out there trying to make money online without having to work 80 hours a week. But what if I told you the easiest money-making opportunity in history is happening right now? I'm talking about leveraging AI to get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for work that you can do in minutes. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to make over $500 while putting in only a few minutes of actual work. That comes out to an effective rate of almost $2,000 an hour. And the crazy part is, this was on a brand new Upwork account with no job history, no reviews, no referrals, nothing. So I'm doing this on absolute hard mode. In 3 months, when I've built up my job history, I'll likely be making over 10 times that. Now you might be thinking this sounds too good to be true. Listen, I get it, but for the first time in history, you can get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. Because most wealthy business owners have absolutely no idea about the power of AI. They're used to paying professionals and agencies $100 to $200 an hour for work that AI can do in seconds. There's a massive gap between what AI can actually do and what people think AI can do. And that's where you're going to make the most money. So here's exactly what I'm going to show you in today's video. The exact AI tools I use to create professional work in minutes, why Upwork is the perfect platform to exploit this opportunity, my delivery system that has clients asking for more work, and finally, why this is absolutely the easiest way to make money online right now. Most people think to make good money online, you have to learn difficult skills that take years to master. What I've discovered is the complete opposite. Using AI, I've created a system where clients effectively do the work themselves and thank me for the privilege. The key insight here is that older business owners, especially the ones with the money to spend, have absolutely no idea how good AI can be if you train it properly. They still think that they have to pay humans premium rates to get premium work. So let's go ahead and hop into the video so you can see exactly how I get clients. So as you can see, here's my Upwork account. I've got pretty much no job history other than one review. But that doesn't really matter because I don't have a job success score yet, and it's not even related to the job that I'm going to be doing. So it's basically a fresh account with zero anything. I do have a really high rate, $40 an hour. Since this video has been recorded, I've already raised it to 65 because I landed 2 new clients, one is valued at over $1,100 and one that is valued at over $4,000 at university. So that'll be fun. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you my outreach method. What you can do is search for keywords, and here's a job I found that is a very niche thing. And you want to go for the jobs that have really specific requirements that people probably don't have. Like, it's really hard to get a job that is asking for just a copywriter. Like, if you see in the title, it just says marketing copywriter, there's going to be over 50 proposals, and it's pretty much going to be impossible to get the job. But if you can find these jobs that are super niche and have like specific categories, like you must be an expert in UTVs, you must also be a copywriter, you can just say you have experience in that and you'll probably get the job. So here's an example of a proposal I sent looking for a one-on-one sales coach for health supplements in the European market. Now, I have absolutely no direct experience in the European market, but the only way to get ahead in life fast is to fake it till you make it. So we're going to go ahead and act like we're an expert on the subject. So after giving it our proposal, this is what the AI gave us back. It's already pretty good on its own, but we can just tweak a few things. First line is, "Hey Jason, I noticed you're looking to boost your supplement sales team performance in the European market. Perfect timing. I actually just finished creating sales copy for another supplement company in the EU market, and I'd love to share how we transform their sales process." Already, that's a proposal that's better than 99% of freelancers on Upwork, and I didn't even write it. And here's the other thing that is going to win you most jobs. You have to attach a custom sample piece that proves that you did something like this before. If I'm writing email copy, I'll use an AI that writes up a new email, and then I'll just say that this is for a past project that I did. And that kind of gives the social proof that I have experience doing this exact thing. And then finally, you always want to end with a question, because a lot more important to get them to respond instead of trying to get hired right off the bat. So it's kind of like almost a sales call where you just want to lead them down a road where you build trust with them and show that you have the experience to do their job. So here's an example of the custom portfolio piece I made. This is another custom AI I built that makes emails based on a famous email copywriter I like. And it kind of takes the style from him. So it makes really good emails every single time, as long as you kind of prompt it with a little bit of context to make the emails unique. It will follow a set of principles that I've trained it on, and the emails are pretty much perfect every time. So I'm just pasting in the proposal right now, and I'm asking it to create a hypothetical health supplement company selling ashwagandha, and then that's going to go ahead and write the email based on everything I've trained it on. And then we take that and put it into a Google Doc, and then we're just going to save that as a PDF and put that back into our proposal. So we've got a custom sample piece now and a really good proposal. And using this method, even if you have zero job history, you're going to have more success on Upwork than almost every freelancer, even the ones that are top rated plus. They've been on the platform for years. You're going to beat them out every single time just because your proposals are that good. So moving on to the delivery system of how I deliver really good copy every single time and how I actually get the client to do the work for me. So I actually end up doing pretty much nothing. Going back to the UTV example, the guy that I sent the proposal to actually hired me, and then he went ahead and filled out some of this survey that I sent him. And here's the really cool thing about an onboarding survey for freelancing and business in general. So you get all the details from them on paper, so you know exactly what they want, but you can also use this to give to an AI and they can deliver the work. All you have to do is copy and paste a survey. Here's the survey I use. You can see that it's got some basic information like quick summary of the project, deadlines, stuff like that. But here's the important part. You ask specifically what they need, what their expectations are, and then a lot of specific things about copywriting in general, like how they find your content, what do you want it to resemble? And this is super important because you can just use that stuff as references and examples to train a custom AI on, and it will replicate what they already like. So the chances of them not liking your content are very, very low. And then you can also ask what they dislike about previous things, about their audience specifically. Overall, it's a super detailed survey that comes out to over 10 pages long. And then another cool tip is that you can take this survey and just copy and paste it into AI, and then also include proposal for every other job that you take, and it will customize the survey to make sense for that job. Because you can see this is super long and customized. I actually didn't write any of this. I just had AI do all of this. So the clients are just blown away at how professional and detailed this is right off the bat. But in reality, it took me absolutely no time to do. So you might be asking, how successful has this been over the course of 7 or 8 days? And it's honestly been shocking at how much money I've made. I started off slow. Over the first 2 or 3 days, I got a couple contracts worth about $100 to $200. And well, you might be comfortable making about $500, which is what the title says. I wanted to go a lot bigger. So I can confidently say that you should easily be able to make $500 to $1,000 a week doing this. But I actually made a little over $6,000 last week, including the first couple contracts I got that were worth about $100 each. I got a new client worth over $1,100. That was for a sales letter and a couple emails. That will be super easy. It won't take me any time to do that. And then I got super excited because I actually landed a massive client, what we call a whale client. This is for a private university based in California. We closed on a rebrand for their website, and I quoted them at a little over $4,000. So yeah, that's some pretty serious money, especially for a week. If you do the math, making well over $300,000 a year without really doing anything, and it's fully online. I can travel the world, live a luxury lifestyle, do whatever I want. It's pretty cool. Now you might be wondering, isn't this kind of dishonest? And my answer to that is not at all. The clients are paying for the result, not the process. If anything, I'm delivering higher quality work than the top professionals because I've trained AI on the best examples possible. The clients get exactly what they want, and I get exactly what I want. It's a true win-win situation. description. If you want to learn more about how I'm using AI to build multiple six-figure businesses, make sure to subscribe to my newsletter. Every week I share stuff that is working for me right now. Just click the link in the description to join. I'll even share the exact AI prompts I'm using to land these clients absolutely free. Just remember, we are living in an unprecedented time. For a small window, there's this massive opportunity gap between what AI can actually do and what people think it can do. Those who can recognize this now will be ahead of everyone else in the next few months. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in the next video.